Morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is coming back to my story, or getting back to my story, I should say. Okay, in these videos this is the companies that bullied me and their employees that bullied me. Okay, this is all slander, bullying, defamation of character, treated with impunity, assassination of my character. So all these companies that I worked for from about 2012 to end of 2014, 2011 to the end of 2014, they were all part of this plan and conspiracy to bully me and treat me with impunity. Okay, in 2013 and 14 I was working with them. TRANSFIELD. It was TRANSFIELD, BHP, RIO TINTO in Marandu, and LYCAPODIUM. These companies, I mean, they were aware of me being there. They bullied me, assassinated my character, and treated me with impunity. All these companies. And the employees there, because I was working for TRANSFIELD on BHP sites and RIO Tinto sites with LYCAPODIUM. Their employees, Cameron, I forget his surname, Tom Brown, Ryan Stympson and Dave, they all treated me with impunity. They assassinated my character. Defamation of character, bullying and slander. Another company I worked for was FlexForce. I subcontracted with them to Downers, EDI, on a BHP site in Newman in 2013 and 2014. I also worked with them in Port Hedland with BHP. So all these companies are guilty of defamation of character for me, treating me with impunity, assassination of my character, bullying me, and slander in my name. Downers employees that bullied me. Morgan Fuller was bullying me. Tara Coyle. I mean, she was bullying me and just treated me with impunity, you know. And she was stressing me out and making me anxious, and they were all doing this on purpose. All these companies, they knew about me. They were all together. So she just treated me with impunity, her and Tara Coyle, bullying me. The employees on site, Sam, the engineer, and Zach, I mean, they were bullying me, treated me with impunity, defamed my character, assassinated my character, and slandered my name. In Newman, the guys there, Luke, these employees, Luke, he was working with FlexForce with me. We were both on a BHP site. He was bullying me and defamation of my character, slandering, treating me with impunity. The supervisor from Downers, he was treating me with impunity. and bullying me by the way he was walking. It was all an orchestrated plan for these people to do what they done to me. So I don't know how I've been exploited and treated with impunity, obviously by exploitation in some kind of way, and assassination of my character and defamation of my character, people talking about me, because they were all treating me the same, bullying me. Global support services bullied me. Obviously they treated me with impunity. And their employees, I mean, treated me with impunity, assassinated my character, you know. Assassination of my character, treated me with impunity. Their employees were Sarah Cheeseman. She was one of the first that I remember. Totally bullied me on site at FMG. Assassinated my character, treated me with impunity, and bullied me. You know what I mean? That's assassination of my character, defamation of my character. And Kiara Boskoff from Global Services Support as well. She was bullying me. Let me just check my video. So all these companies are guilty of this. I mean, they all treat me with impunity like I was nobody. Like they all have a right to treat me without fear of getting reprimanded for it, you know? And I still don't know why. Obviously through some kind of exploitation or defamation of my character and slander in my name through the system. Hi, VIS Personnel. The lady there was Jeanine. She bullied me, treated me with impunity, and assassinated my character. WASS, WASS, I think it's Western Australia Site Services maybe. LEASE, RIO Tinto, and BHP. They all guilty of bullying me and slandering my name. Defamation of my character. Because they were all in this together. These are all companies I worked for and on their sites, and all their employees were bullying me. So obviously they were aware of it. Jeanine, she was the lady in charge of VIS Personnel. She was bullying me. And like I said, the company that was VIS Personnel and Jeanine, that had something to do with me and my cousin Jeanine from Sydney. They actually got a lady, same name as my cousin, with a company named VIS Personnel, because I noticed my cousin's Mount of Venus, whatever you want to call it, through her tight skirt that she was wearing, you know, just like the shape over down there, you know. These people actually got a company called VIS Personnel, and the lady's name was Jeanine. It's like they were saying, I got high visibility ears, you know. And the lady's name was Jeanine. They were relating this to me in my life. And I've never spoken about it to anyone. They've invaded my privacy. But this anyway, I'll stick to the defamation and slandering of all these companies against me. I've already told these other stories. The employees from LEASE and WASS, Ash, the supervisor, he was bullying me, treated me with impunity. And Dion, another South African guy, he was bullying me, treated me with impunity, assassination of my character. Same with Ash from WAS, Western Australian Site Services. Another company that assassinated my character and bullied me. And treated me with impunity was Forge Group in Spearwood. And basically that company related to my story in my life, to people calling me a shark. They were forging a pedophile out of me. That's what they were saying, they were forging a pedophile. I don't want to confuse you with the story. And they were going to send me to Shark Bay because a shark is a predator and everybody's been calling me a predator. I didn't know this, sexual predator. But we'll leave that story for now. Forge Group bullied me, slandered my name and treated me with impunity and assassinated my character. FMG. I used to work with FMG 2008. FMG bullied me, defamation of character, assassination of my character. Treated me with impunity and slandered my name. Because when I went to FMG, they had set me up with the Aboriginal girl and her panties in the room. She left her dirty, grotesque, blood-stained panties in the room and all her dirty clothes in the room space where I was going to utilize, that I was going to use to stay in. So they set me up, and that was on FMG side. So they were aware of it, obviously. PGC Resources. The employee Karen Sheridan, she obviously bullied me. She was bullying me. I didn't know all these people were bullying me. For PGC Resources, they made me walk up and down in Leaderville looking for the place. All these places were running me around, making me work hard to find places and making me have to do extra all the time, whether it be for drug tests for work, medicals for work, physicals for work. They were all making me run around and work harder, bullying me. Assassination my character. SASS Site Services was bullying me. Assassination of my character. Their employee Kylie Peters. I spoke to her a few times and she was bullying me. She was treating me with impunity. She was lying to me. They were all lying to me. Recruitment treated me with impunity. Assassination of my character. Bullied me. And defamation of character. Their employees, this was about 2014, their employees Penny Tibbles and Teresa Arps, they bullied me, treated me with impunity. One Key Resources, bullying me, assassination of my character, treated me with impunity, and obviously slander in my name. I went for a weld test with them in Sydney through Charles McGregor that worked for them, and that amounted to nothing because that whole weld testing was just a farce to create anxiety and hope in my life, which was all false. They were misleading me, all these companies as well. I mean, Flex Force, Cassie, they knew about me. Toll People and Shani Balsa, they knew about me. They were all orchestrated how to treat me, these girls and companies. Why? I'm still looking for the answers why. Because I know that they say I'm a rapist, a pedophile. A rapist 2 times, a pedophile, a criminal, armed robber, a pervert. In my life, in my personal life, I want to know why all these companies bullied and slandered me and assassinated my character, treated me with impunity, defamation of my character, and bullying. For my work companies, I want to know why. Catherine Lawrence. So those are all the work companies I told you about. Now we move on to another department. Before we move on, there's another one here I almost forgot. Shell Engineering. In 2040, Larry Chillum. I mean, he treated with me impunity, assassinated my character, bullied me, and basically slandered my name, I guess. And that's defamation of my character. Because he didn't want to give me a job, and he acted suspiciously and treated me with impunity. He was lying to me, I realize now. And he didn't want to employ me for certain reasons, is what I'd like to find out why. Obviously because my name's been slandered, my character's been assassinated. My name's been slandered. I said that. This is my career in employment. I was doing this game for about 13 years before all this happened. And all this started since Hayley Miles, since I got my cousin pregnant. People have been following me around and bullying me. They took away, I don't have a career anymore. They took it away from me. And all these companies were bullying me the whole time and I didn't know. Another company also was Autotech. I worked for them in 2013. So can you imagine how I felt last year when I found all this out? So last year I figured all this out and I found out 2017 that the last 7 years of my life has been a fraud and all been orchestrated and all these companies were bullying me, treating me with impunity, slandering my name, defamation of character and assassination of my character. Do you know how I felt? And now I don't have a career anymore. My career was all I had as a man. Not as a man, but my career was, it's my career. I earned my apprenticeship. I worked hard for it and I've done my time getting experience all around WA and working in the mining industry. And all of a sudden, since my cousin and since the system has accused me of being a rapist and a pedophile and a pervert and all that, they've all been following me around and orchestrated what goes on in my life. They orchestrated who employs me, why they employ me, because they were keeping me from earning my money from my construction jobs. I forgot to mention that CBI also bullied me. CBI treated me with impunity. And CBI is also guilty of assassination of my character. Or slandering my name, because I was supposed to go on the Gorgon project with them in 2013, and I'd done all the tests and everything, and all of a sudden the lady said that my application didn't go through after I'd done everything. So that was orchestrated by the system for me not to go. They were keeping my jobs away from me, my construction jobs, because I would have had everything in my life that I'm supposed to now, my house, my cars, my kids, my assets, my investments, everything. The system kept that away from me because of what they say I was. So they got all these companies to bully me and treat me with impunity. And all these companies, they kept away all my construction jobs, my high-paying, my high-earning jobs. They put me on wages and had me employed for 3 or 4 years at a time. So I've lost everything in my life. They kept giving me shutdowns here and there. And they got all these companies to bully me and treat me with impunity the whole time. You know how I feel about that. They just think they can take away everything I've worked for in my life with impunity. I mean, why? That's not fair. That's not legal. I'm a man, I've got a life to live, I've got kids, I've got myself to look after, also for the rest of my life. I've got government departments here that are bullying me, treating me with impunity. But I think I'll do the others first. I'll tell you about... No, I'll just go. I've got a list here, so I'll just go with the list. It makes it easier for me to document.